Hey guys, Henjo555 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Nintendo DS Lite, Nintendo DSi, and Nintendo 3DS systems, and I'm going to tell you which system is best for you. I will have a 3, 2, and 1, so I'll tell you which system is the worst for your money, which system is the best for your money. You guys will be interested to see which ones I will pick for first, second, and third, so stay tuned to the end of the video. Okay guys, so this is the Nintendo DS Lite system. This is the black system. I usually tend to pick darker colors, so scratches and blemishes don't show up particularly easy. But the main component of the Nintendo DS Lite that makes this system so much more different than Nintendo DSi and Nintendo 3DS systems is the fact that this thing has a Gba slot on the bottom. And you can actually put this, it'll come with this, it's a little protector. You can just go ahead and put it in, but this is what the DS Lite looks like. It's definitely the lightest system, obviously, Nintendo DS Lite, and it's not nearly as big as the DSi, 3DS, or Nintendo Dsi Xl systems. Screens aren't bad either, not particularly bright, but as you can see, it's a pretty lightweight system. The hinge does kind of crack, it's a little loose. It's the cheapest made system, but at the same time, you get the Game Boy Advance slot, and you get the Nintendo DS slot on the back. So it's not a bad deal for your price. It's going to run you a little bit over $100 brand new, so I definitely take a look at this system. It's not bad, good for beginners, good for anyone. Okay guys, number 2 is a Nintendo DSi system. This is the Nintendo Dsi Xl. It's very large. It is about, I think the screens are about 90% larger than those of the Nintendo DS Lite, and as you can see, this is just a master of a system right here. It's huge, it's a mammoth system. Hinge it's a pretty well built system. It comes with many built-in applications such as Photo Clock, Rain Express. You get in Flipnote Studio as well, and you even get a web browser. So you get a couple standard features that you just will not see on the DS Lite. At the same time, this is going to run you a little bit more money, and also notice no Game Boy Advance slot. So you will have a little bit less access to new games. On the Game Boy Advance market, used games in the Game Boy Advance market, but you do get camera on the inside, and you also get a camera on the outside right here, so it's not bad. Here's what the back looks like. Not a bad system at all. I think it's a decently made system, and it's definitely worth a look. Okay guys, so now on to the newest system, the Nintendo 3DS. This definitely has the most interesting features of the three systems. You have two cameras right here. You get one, and those produce 3D images. That's a really interesting option. And yes, I did have a Nintendo 3DS problems video. There will be video on these coming soon, very, very soon, in December 2011. 3D slider bar, you'll see that on the inside. This is what the back looks like. And as you can see, it got a layer design. It gets dark, lighter, lighter. Interesting. I feel that's interesting. I like the design. This is Cosmo Black, if you were wondering. This is what the kind of game page looks like. You can see the 3D kind of goes left to right. Nintendo eShop, and plenty of options. Virtual console games, anything you could think of. More applications than either system offers, the DS Lite or the DSi. This is a very strong competitor. But there are some problems with the system. For instance, the hinge is pretty loose. It does kind of crack. And I've had some interesting problems with mine, but overall it's the newest system, and I think it has the best. So guys, here's my final rundown of which systems I feel from worst to best are the best for your money. Number 3, I'm going to put the DSi. Many of you probably are shaking your heads right now saying, how could you put the DSi behind the DS Lite? Well, the main reason is because the DSi does not have a Game Boy Advance slot, and the Game Boy Advance library offers hundreds of more excellent games that the DSi shop cannot compete with. I'm going to say, I'm being pretty blunt here, the cameras aren't that great. There's something though. You don't need a professional camera on a game system. But I'm just telling you that if I had to trade cameras for hundreds of more games, I would. DSi 3. Number 2, obviously, the DS Lite has to be number 2 because the 3DS has so many more features. But the DS Lite's number 2 over the DSi again because of the Gba slot. Comment below, and I want to hear what you guys want to say about this. But the DS Lite, so portable, so cheap. So good. I've had mine for years. It just keeps going. Finally, the 3DS. 3D video, 3D camera, 3D games, excellent graphics, and more features to come. Just a great system all around. I recommend this to you guys the most. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.